Happy Monday, everybody. Hope all is well in your world, wherever you are. I wanted to say a big hi and hello and give you a bit of a life leadership business update in Bee's world. I know that I have been sharing with you the Formless methodology series, and I guess through my whole methodology, it was the Learn, Unlearn, Relearn active recovery, and the next installment was meant to be the relearn phase, which it still is, but I have still been playing in the unlearn phase, which is this, I guess in its most simplest form, is it's create, shape, reshape. And I have been exploring. I have now done over 200 interviews across the globe through my Flow-Driven CEO and Flow-Driven VC podcast series, and I'm absolutely loving it. I have met some of the most amazing people who are sharing so many lived experiences, insights, and we are having just the best chats. I feel like it's just been incredible, and I feel so uplifted when I chat to the various people about how their business came about, where they're at, from a leadership or a founder perspective, understanding and learning more and more about what's happening in the VC space. My cup is full in the best possible way, and I haven't shared anything of recent because I guess when you are in this unlearn stage, it is all around exploration and continuing to imagine what's possible. And it's also giving me the ability to really look inwards in my business and really test out some of my thinking, my methodology, where I want to go, where I want to take my business. And yeah, I think that's a really fun space to be in because you're still shaping, you're still forming, if that makes sense. So I guess I want to call out a few themes that have really come up for me also when it comes to the different people I won't say interviewing, even though I have said it, but more so in terms of who I've been chatting with, and really solidifying for me that, this whole notion around the need for presence, that purpose, the performance, and the people, that is what constitutes the new world order, the new era of what I'm terming as soulful, high flow, conscious leadership. And, from a presence perspective, it's having that ability to pause enough and have enough space to be able to lead and let your intuition guide you, from the inside out. That is what we need. We can't just keep forcing, and every time we do, I know for me, I hit the handbrake comes on and it stops me in my tracks. And the performance piece is that element of the ability to apply the being and the doing. So the being when you're in the presence, and then the performance is the doing. We still need to be able to action things and achieve things, but not in a way that we used to do it. When it comes to purpose, everyone I am talking to is coming back to what's their why. And, there has to be a purpose in everything you do, because that's when you're most fulfilled. You're pursuing what you're here to do. And without purpose, you are unfulfilled. You're operating from survival mode. You're distracted. You're disconnected. And so everyone is calling that out. And then the other bit is around the people. I've spoken to so many different people who have AI businesses or are building AI into their business. But at the end of the day, the people piece is just more prevalent than ever in terms of the need for that connection, that collaboration, the ability to leverage AI in a way that enables us to be more creative, to be more innovative, to be able to focus on what we should be focusing on versus what we've had a tendency to, when we're down here and operating from here. It's been fascinating, and I guess I'm skimming through, a few things here, but what I intend to do, and as part of, being so long in my unlearn stage, which is okay, is that it is informing a lot of, I guess, rich content that you can go onto my YouTube channel and see, watch, a lot of different short form and long form video content around all the different, I guess, conversations I'm having. But then I will be sharing more thought leadership pieces around the different angles, insights, and learnings around, well, what does the future look like? What does the future of life, leadership, and business look like? Because we're in this new paradigm. And so the ability to talk to all these different people has really solidified for me a lot of my thinking and a lot of my ideas, and I'm truly grateful for it. So yes, so there is where I am at. I have also learned a lot about myself during this period in terms of, I'm not perfect, and, there's times where I have just been driving, pushing myself. And classic example, last week I stayed up till 1:30 in the morning trying to get all this content out because, there's a lot of content that I have to share, and I put all this pressure on myself to get it done, and it absolutely basically drained me for the week. Like I did it Sunday night, and then this whole past week I was just utterly exhausted, and I just knew I can't go back to that. So I took it upon myself to really reflect and dig into what was that all about, and get back to, what I need to focus on, which is, less pressure, more that ability to have the presence, have the purpose, have the performance, and have people around me to support me in my mission and what I'm here to do with Bee Formless. So have a fabulous week, and I look forward to continuing to share much more of the Formless journey, the methodology, the relearn, and how I'm going to start to then test and implement and share a lot of the research that I've been doing of recent with you all. Have a wonderful week.